What does a country's queuing culture reveal about its people? Imagine standing in line at a busy train station or a popular tourist attraction. How people behave while waiting can tell you a lot about their society and values. Queuing is more than just waiting. It's a mirror of how a country views rules, respect, and community. When you visit different places, you might notice some countries have strict, orderly lines, while others are more relaxed or even chaotic. These differences aren't random. They reflected deeper social attitudes and behaviors. In countries like Japan, queuing is very disciplined. People line up neatly and patiently, often without any need for signs or enforcement. This shows a society that highly values politeness, social harmony, and respect for others' time and space. It's about maintaining order for the good of everyone. If someone tries to cut the line, it's seen as rude and disruptive. This strict queuing culture reveals a collective mindset that prioritizes fairness and respect for rules. On the other hand, in places like India or some parts of Africa, queuing can look more informal. Crowds might move together in a more fluid way, with less emphasis on strict lines. People might push forward or negotiate their way through. This doesn't mean disrespect. It often shows a different approach to social interactions and personal space. It can indicate a culture where community and flexibility are more important than rigid rules. Patience might be expressed differently, and social hierarchy can play a role in how queues are managed or ignored. In many European countries, queuing habits can reveal attitudes toward social order and confrontation. For example, in the United Kingdom, queuing is seen as a social art. People respect the invisible line and wait their turn without fuss. It shows a society that trusts others to follow rules and values politeness and fairness. In contrast, in Italy, queues might be more animated, with people talking loudly or even competing for position. This reflects a culture that's more expressive and less formal about waiting. Queuing also hints at how societies view authority and inequality. In countries with high power distance, it's common for people to accept that some individuals might get special treatment or cut lines. This can show a more hierarchical society. Conversely, in countries with low power distance, everyone expects to be treated equally, and queuing is a way to show fairness and respect. Understanding these behaviors helps travelers avoid misunderstandings and shows respect for local customs. If you're in a place where queuing is strict, cutting in line can be seen as very rude. But in more relaxed cultures, insisting on strict order might seem out of place. Recognizing these differences makes your experience more respectful and enjoyable. So, a country's queuing culture reveals what that society values most, whether it's fairness, community, hierarchy, or flexibility. It's a simple act that speaks volumes about how people relate to each other and their environment. Paying attention to how people queue can help you understand their social norms and show you're respectful of their way of life.